So, Brittany and I were in Beta Club, and one Friday we had to go read to these kids at Cedar Grove Elementary because it was Cat in the Hat Day or something, and so we went and read Dr. Seuss books, and I had borrowed a Cat in the Hat costume, and so I dressed up in it.
Ethan shows up in full Cat in the Hat costume, like everything, a onesie, a hat, everything.
Well, we went to this 5th grade teacher who was a lovely lady, and she asked, I walked in and she's like, "Cat in the Hat!"
We walk in the classroom and this teacher flips out. Look, it's Cat in the Hat. Look, Cat in the Hat's here and his friend. Cat in the Hat, why don't you introduce your friend to us?
And I was like, oh no, I'm the mascot apparently. And she introduced me to the class as Cat in the Hat and asked me if I felt the need to climb on anything that I could. And I was like, great. So I pulled up a chair and sat down, and I introduced Brittney as my friend.
This is Brittney, except he says
Brittney, but I guess I was nervous, so I slurred my words together, and it came out Bernice.
And so the teacher says, "Oh, Bernice, class, this is Bernice."
And she goes, "Oh, hello, Bernice." And it was really awkward because we didn't want to correct her. So I was Cat in the Hat and she was Bernice, and we read our Dr. Seuss stories.
And so the teacher wants to take a picture after we're done reading our stories with the class. And she's so excited that her class gets to take a picture with Cat in the Hat. And she tells him that she wants him on the floor and the kids surrounding him. And I just kind of got pushed to the back.
I take a picture with the class as I'm sprawled out on the floor. And I think Bernice is in the background behind the tall 5th grade kid.
I'm sure she still has that picture hanging in her classroom.
So the picture's taken, and Brittany's reaching around some kid. I'm sprawled out on the floor. Some girl's touching me because so we finish. I get out of my costume. We go home, and Brittany and I are going to go to this play for this girl that's at our school. And so Brittany gets off work at late, 6. The play starts at 6:30 or something. And so we're rushing to Murfreesboro, but I think that it's going to be a theater like Lamplighter, so we can just slip in the back.
I got to his house and we're on our way, and we're thinking we're only going to be 3 minutes late, not a big deal.
So we get this call from Emily at 6:15 asking, "Are we on our way?" And we said, "Yeah, we're on our way." And she said, "Well, I've saved you the 2 front seats. My jacket is on them so you can see them. It says LHS Dancers."
And we were like, wow, that was really nice of her. Cool, yeah, sure. And so we're on the interstate, and again, we get another phone call, and it's Emily's mom.
And she's like, "Are you guys on your way?" We're like, "Yeah, we're about 10 minutes out." And she goes, "Okay, great."
She's like, "Oh, okay, I'm just wondering. And we're like, what is the big rush? Why is everybody so concerned? Surely there are other people at this play.
And so we lost where we were going. We didn't know where this place was.
And so we finally get lost once or twice, and we finally find this little cabin that's in the middle of a neighborhood, a nice, cute little neighborhood.
It's like a cabin, so it's in the middle of nowhere, or in the middle of the hospital. And no, that's not right. It's in the middle of this neighborhood. Okay, so the only place to park is this parallel parking. I can't parallel park.
And Ethan's parking job is horrendous.
My parallel park was like this. If this was the spot, I'm like this.
We pull up on the curb and we roll down the windows, and the people are flagging us down from the cabin, from this theater, and they're like, it's fine, your parking's fine, just come on.
Okay, so we just slam the doors and we run in, and the guy welcomes us. And
like, "You Derek and lady friend?"
And I was like, I'm Ethan. And it was really awkward because he was trying to make a joke, but I didn't get it.
Apparently that was us. I don't know why that was our name. So Bernice and Derek walked into the theater.
For us to get to our seats, we have to walk on the stage.
So if they had started the play, we would have walked into the play.
We would be a part of Nightmare on Horror Street, or whatever the play was called.
Cheaper by the dozen.
And so we walk in and we sit down, and the guy directs us. He's like, "Here's your seats." And we pull the LHS Dancers jacket off, and then he's like, "All right, great. Welcome to the play."
Welcome to the little theater, and how embarrassing.
And we realized that they had held the show for us. So we watched the play really awkwardly, and it's an interactive play, so people like come up to us and they're like singing at our faces, and I didn't know to sing back or whatnot. So intermission comes and we lose it because we've had the most awkward day ever. We joke that I'm Derek, she's Bernice, and this has got to be. It was like the best night ever. It was so funny, so hilarious.
So Derek and Bernice had several adventures that day, and that was probably one of our most awkward but hilarious days.
I'm not a cat, all right? I'm Ethan, by the way. I'm Ethan.